Less than 2 weeks ago, Hurricane Helene hit Florida. Tonight, the state preparing for Hurricane Milton, which could be a whole lot worse. Fox 11's Marla Tejas is here with more.
Alex, this is really just a 1-2 punch. Hurricane Milton is forecasted to hit Florida's west coast less than 24 hours from now with a devastating impact.
This is serious. You got to be safe because people are dying.
Hurricane Milton on a collision course with Florida's west coast, expected to make landfall overnight Wednesday through Thursday, somewhere between Tampa Bay and Fort Myers. Then it will cross the state before moving out over the Atlantic Ocean.
Well, Milton's not expected to be a Category 5 hurricane, maybe not even a Category 4 at landfall. The storm's going to double in size.
Conditions will be life-threatening. The National Hurricane Center is forecasting up to a foot of rainfall, 15 feet of storm surge, and possible winds over 100 miles per hour. 11 counties, home to about 6 million people, are under mandatory evacuation orders.
So important that people, wherever you are, heed the hazards. Make sure you prepare now.
Gulf Coast residents are feeling the mental and emotional strain of a second hurricane hitting the state in less than 2 weeks.
Just too much going on to even think of it. It's all surreal. You know, just keep moving, and that's it.
We're very scared. We don't know what to expect, and we don't know when to come back home.
Despite warnings, some are still choosing not to evacuate.
I've been through it before. You learn from them. Yeah. And I have over the years.
Some people are choosing to stay. Meanwhile, Tampa's mayor issued a grave warning telling residents if you are in an evacuation zone and you don't leave, quote, you are going to die.
So we've
Direct quote from the mayor.
Yeah, we've seen that stretch of freeway where you see all the cars leaving. How is that going?
Well, there are people like the gentleman who said, I've learned from these. And then there are those who have decided to stay because they live in high-rise buildings, so they feel safe enough that they would be able to evade that storm surge. But the order is to evacuate.
Let's talk more about the storm's track.
Fox 11 weather, sponsored by Pechanga Resort Casino.
Our chief meteorologist, Adam Kruger, tracking it right now.
And, you know, you got to feel for these people. It's a tough call whether to stay or go. Obviously, if you're in an evacuation zone, you should go. But then, you know, you can stay and you might be okay. Your home might be okay. But then you're also going to struggle to find resources, just food and water and gas and all that stuff that might last for a while, especially if power's out for a while. Now, here's what we see with Hurricane Milton. It's still a Category 5, sustained winds at 160 miles per hour. We see the forecast cone just kind of narrowing in around that Tampa to Fort Myers area. And again, like we heard in that story there, the category may come down, will actually come down, but that doesn't mean it's going to be a weaker storm. It should grow in terms of its wind field, which means even more of a storm surge threat, and just wide areas could be seeing hurricane force winds. In fact, at some point as this crosses Florida, there could be hurricane force winds simultaneously on the west coast and the east coast. That's how widespread the hurricane winds will be. Notice what the Hurricane Center shows just before landfall has it at a 4 with 130 mile per hour winds. The winds may slightly back down before it makes official landfall, maybe as a Category 3, but again, either way, the storm surge looking to be maybe the biggest issue out of this that could get up to 10 to 15 feet. That means the ocean literally goes that high above its normal level. So as we look at our model here showing 9 o'clock Eastern time, so all day Wednesday, the weather is going to be going downhill in Florida. Wednesday night looks like it makes landfall, could be in the center of the state during the middle of the night, and then exiting by Thursday morning. And our latest model run here actually brings it across the state of Florida, the center of the storm anyways, in about 8 or 9 hours. So hurrying it up a little bit, which is good. We just wanted to move along as quickly as possible. But again, as it crosses Florida, it's going to be a massive problem. Now, real quick look at our weather, our forecast temperatures for tomorrow. They're going to be a lot like what we saw today. So 70s for the most part along the coast, 80s for Los Angeles and inland Orange County. We still see the warm but not super hot temperatures in the valleys and the Inland Empire in the 90s. It will be super hot, though, in the low desert areas, still over 105 degrees. We do expect a gradual decline in the temperatures late this week and an even more substantial drop in our temperatures probably Sunday and beyond. We'll get to all that a little bit later on in the broadcast. Christine, right now, over to you.
All right, Adam, thank you much.